Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, January 15th, 2019 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I utilize my authority to provide balance in my life. And today we have the moon continuing through Taurus, making connections, relatively easy connections, helpful connections. But the thing is that we need to note is in the background, we are building into this full moon total lunar eclipse. And it's the last eclipse in Leo after having multiple eclipses in Leo over the last 2 years. So this has a major push to it. The major push of, did you get the lessons over these last 2 years? You need those lessons to continue on forward. You need to know these lessons to be your best self. And Leo lessons, there's multiples of them. It is the lesson of love, tuning into your heart. So there is that. It's the lesson of creativity, accessing your creativity. But the one that keeps coming up, and I think one of the themes of this pair of eclipses, which I said at the last eclipse, is the inner child. And that's what I've been really feeling for me, at least the last couple days. Yesterday, I just could not get it together to record because I was so exhausted. So I was like, I'm going to take a nap and I'm going to rest and do a write-up. And today, again, I was like, and I need a nap. And I may need a nap tomorrow. And that's me listening to my body's needs and to my inner child's needs. She needs a little downtime, a little quiet to reflect and process. And the song that I keep hearing is Try a Little Tenderness. So you may find this week, especially with the moon in Taurus, as we build into this eclipse, that you need a little time in front of cartoons, or you need a little nap, or you need some snacks, that kind of thing, to help you move through these energies. Try a little tenderness. Be gentle with yourself. That's where you can utilize your authority as your adult self to bring about the balance that you need in order to, move through this eclipse period with as much grace as possible. That being said, the astro today is not too taxing. We have the moon continuing through Taurus. The first thing the moon in Taurus is doing is connecting to Saturn. Now, this is interesting. Saturn is at 13 degrees. 13 degrees is that revolution, evolution degree. It's one of those triggery degrees. So with the moon in Taurus, which likes to be productive, and Saturn in Capricorn, which is like, we have work to do, you may feel a bit of that trigger. It may push you. It may help you hop out of bed and be like, I don't need to nap today. I gotta work. It could be supportive of that. But make sure you're finding your balance. Make sure you're honoring your soul flow. And make sure that the work that you're doing is in alignment with your soul. Because that's really the purpose of this. If you are putting a lot of work into something and feeling off, check where your alignment's at, and that's going to help you make a little bit of a shift. The next connection is the moon in Taurus connecting to Neptune and Pisces, and this is reminding you, you're in your own personal flow, going through your own personal processing at this time. Again, be vigilant to your inner child and his or her needs at this time. That is going to help you so much move through this eclipse with as much grace as possible. And it's really putting a cap on the last 2 years of these Leo eclipses that really push us deeper into the love vibration and push us deeper into, getting to know our inner child and realizing the importance of the healing work that we can do there. The inner child is often behind a lot of your reactions and your trauma and your wounds that can come up. So when we work with that and heal that, we can find ourselves in a much more balanced place. The final connection is the moon in Taurus, again, connecting to Mercury. Mercury also in Capricorn. I feel like, again, taking a little time to tune in, you'll be able to find your balance. What is it that you need to do? Listening to spirit. How can you take action at this time? And how can you bring some allowance into your life for what you need for that balance? One of the things I want to mention with this moon in Taurus is be really aware of how you are tending to yourself. Moon in Taurus, it goes two ways. One way it goes into hedonist land, which could be fun. And one side, it goes into overproduction mode. We do want to find a balance. We have to show up and live, but we also want to enjoy life. Don't go overboard with the food, the sleeping, the sloth over the next couple days as the moon progresses through Taurus. But realize that that is also maybe some of your tools helping you move through. It's, again, finding your personal balance. I have the moment-to-moment card, which I think works as our balanced card. Moment to moment. Listen in. What do you need in this moment? Chances are, you don't need a second order of fries, for instance, but listen in. Courage. Have the courage to show up for yourself. Have the courage to do what you need. If you need to be like, I need to take a little rest right now. I know not everybody has that opportunity every day to do so, but if you can, have the courage to listen in and just give yourself what you need. Ultimately, probably what it will do is give you a little reset. If you can follow these things, here you go, moving into the success through this eclipse energy. And, that may be one of the things going on right now, like that's just kind of tiring us out. I always say spirit knows it kind of got to knock me out to kind of do the work, because I think I'm so smart that I'm going to help and figure it out with my mind. My mind's like, oh, I know everything that's going on. I'm going to help. So it's like, okay, I'm going to knock out that so we can get to work making some shift. And then in the quiet, I get so many of those ahas. So, that may be for you too, one of the reasons why you may be feeling some sleepiness in and through this energy. So that is it for today. You can always book a reading. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, you have the power. The better it gets, and there is enough love in the world for you. Namaste.